What's up, everybody? It's the official time of us. I don't really. Fuck that up. Anyways, we're gonna keep it. We are now the Nerd Hunters. So, we used to just saying the other name. But what we decided to do is show you the things that we picked up. We went out, meant to record, didn't record. We're easily distracted.
Yeah.
So what we decided to do was show some of the things that we got as of recently, because we've been out a few times, because things are opening slowly because of the pandemic. So we'll go with Nerdy Guy. So Nerdy Guy.
Okay. So I'm just showing all my stuff first.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
We'll start with you. We'll go back and forth, but we'll start with you.
Okay. So I guess I should start with from the first time we went places. Picked up only 3 games, but some decent games, hopefully. There's this local game store by us called Game Surge, and they have some decent stuff sometimes. And they had this Gundam Crossfire game on PS3.
If you can't see it, there will be a picture of it right up close and personal. That way you actually can see what the cover looks like.
It was only $6, and I thought I'd take a chance on it. I like Gundam. And I know not all the Gundam games are good, but $6.
To be fair, the only Gundam game I know is the one for PS1.
Yeah.
Alright, so what I got, I don't know if I showed this already, I don't think I did, but it's a big box sealed game called Tosho Genrodo Bullet Blast. I cannot honestly...
Genso Rondo?
Maybe, I don't know. But it's this big box thing. I honestly picked this up. I looked into this. It is a fighting game that's also a bullet hell game.
So you interesting hybrid.
Yeah, so it's a fighting... the concept is a fighting game, but how you fight is bullet hell. Okay.
That sounds fun.
Right? I mean, obviously, if you get close and personal with them, you can, normally fight like a fighting game, but... When it's a distance, it is a bullet hell game. This company's made a lot there's a lot of games in this series of the Tosho games or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the one I wanted. I mean, it's again bullet hell fighting game.
Nice. Okay. Next game is from that same store.
Probably should say I got this from the store called The Exchange we have up here.
Oh yeah.
We will never film there. Mostly because we couldn't get permission.
So this game I mainly got because not only do I want to play the game, but I've been trying to get a little more into collecting complete in box Game Boy Advance games, and this one was a really good deal because I try not to do it as much while I'm shopping around, but sometimes I'll pull up my phone and see if it's a good deal or not because I don't want to get ripped off. So I try to at least be a little bit subtle about it, but this was a super good deal. It was $30. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance has all the inserts, all the manuals, everything, the game itself. Thank God. But
because you gotta for some of you who don't understand the whole difference between collecting a disc game versus collecting it in box. There's a lot of factors you got to go into because let's just say in a lot of situations, like in the old NES days, it was the box, the game, and the manual, and that's with a lot of PlayStation stuff too. But some companies and Square Enix, Square Enix is very notorious for doing this that I've known. You get the box, the game, the manual, and then they'll throw extra shit in there.
Yeah, like maps and a poster and things like that. I think that's what's in here. I won't go through the whole thing, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. So you got if you can get a complete box game in a good price, definitely pick it up. So I'm actually going to show something that we don't show, even though that we call ourselves a toy hunting group.
Yeah.
I prove that we buy toys as well. I got at my buddy's shop that we will film out when we can. This old, well, actually it's new, but it's an old style of an old figure called Migos of Nosferatu, or as everyone calls him Nosferatu, but that actually isn't his name. Nobody really knows. If you're a stupid nerd like me and you want to know shit, you actually do know the name of this character, which is actually Count Olaf. No, he does not want to hug you. It's not like warm hugs. But yeah, no. So I picked up a toy. I picked up a toy for once. There, proof that we actually go after toys.
Okay. This one is from the same day, but this was at a GameStop. I got it.
Oh yeah, it was.
I got it just because it was cheap. No other real reason. And I really like Final Fantasy music. It's a Final Fantasy curtain call. I can't. Theater rhythm, I think is how you pronounce it. Yeah, just rhythm game with tons of Final Fantasy music. I'm pretty sure there's a second one that they made too. I'll have to
Yeah, you
try to-
found it that same day.
Yeah, because I was looking them up and like they're pretty similar. I think the second one just added a little bit more. I don't think it's that much different, but I don't know. Still cool.
Yeah. I don't know. RPGs aren't my thing. Well, I'll tell you what are my thing. Killing dinosaurs. As Turok, the dinosaur hunter. I said dragon hunter. Nope. I actually didn't know that they made a Turok game for the 360. I know about the original Turok game for the 64. I have them. But when I saw this, we got, to be fair, we got this at a garage. I got this at a garage sale. I'm like, you know what? I'm a fan of the Turok comics. I'm a fan of the character of Turok. I'll try it out, and if I don't like it, alright. I didn't waste a lot of money on it. I do like on the back, I don't know if I would have get a picture of this, but I love the back of the T-Rex, all the dinosaurs on it. Like, especially the T-Rex, it's just derpy looking. Like a very derpy looking T-Rex. Dumpy, actually, no, I said dumpy last time. The crazy thing for me about this, now this could just be a completely different Touchstone, but I highly doubt it, but the publisher for this was Touchstone, the movie company. Which, now thinking about it, if I believe Touchstone was actually a subsidiary of Disney. If I believe correctly, that Disney actually owns Touchstone. Might be a different, like the people who made Dick Tracy, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, like all that stuff that wasn't flat out came out like the Mighty Ducks and things like that.
Yeah.
That was made by another company, but it was affiliated with Disney. In the event though that it bombed, that Disney would not get any flack for it. That's why they had that other studio. So if I believe that this is that studio, I could be wrong. Nice. There's gonna be a giant graphic of it, dumbass.
Okay, so this is the one toy that I got. We went to a flea market just the other day.
Yep, I'm gonna be showing that here stuff right now.
And this was only $5, and I don't really come across Halo 3 figures a lot anymore. And this one was still in the box, and it was only $5, and that is, you can't really see it because he's kind of clearish, but it's Active Camo Master Chief. So I'm super happy to have that. I think that is super cool. It's kind of nostalgic for me to have it in the package because like going back and going to GameStops and stuff and seeing these figures and all that stuff. And I opened all mine, so it's cool to have one in the box.
I just want to see this real quick. Oh man. I have a great story involving that. I told you when you were buying this, but a quick version of the story. Kid at my high school talked a lot of smack when playing Halo games. And I'm not a big RPG person. I'm not a big shooter person. I'm more of an adventure type game, which is weird because people go, you like adventure style games, but yet you don't like RPGs. Yeah, no, because I am the type of person that if I start reading something, I get bored real quick. And then I just want to skip through the reading. I mean, God, I'm horrible at that with Animal Crossing. Like, Tom Nook will start talking, and I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. I'm so done listening to you. And then I'll be like, wait, why can't I find this one thing? Oh, Tom Nook told you to do it. God damn it.
Yeah.
But I have to go back and actually read the stuff. But yeah, no, anyways. Dude talked a lot of smack, and he got the active camo, and I couldn't see him, so I'm just blindly shooting, and he came like right up to me. Again, this is just all from perspective of the game. He was like right about here to my character, and I just blindly shot and killed him. And I'm just like, I would take that one.
Got him.
Basically. Now, one of the cool finds, at least for me, I won't lie, it wasn't cheap to find this at a flea market, but to find it in general, especially because I've only seen discs. I've actually never seen a physical copy of this. I've seen disc a lot. It is The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. Now, what this is, and this is for the GameCube, what this is 4 Legend of Zelda games in one. You have the original Legend of Zelda, You have Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, Adventure of Link, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
The Legend of the Zelda, one of my favorite games, Majora's Mask. No reason. I mean, I am part of the Mask Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't also know this. It includes a playable demo of Wind Waker. God, whenever I see like advertisements for that kind of stuff, like from back in the day, it just brings me back to a time where I'm like, when I was just like all happy and shit.
Right. I remember one of my friends had that demo disc and we played the demo and everything, and it was insane.
Your mind was probably just like blown as a small child.
And then it was really cool because later on down the road, that friend just gave the game to me. He just gave it to me, so that was the way I got my copy of it. But I'm kind of surprised they never put Link to the Past on there. They got all the other core games, but they didn't put Link to the Past on it.
I think it was more of like I think because how they view it. This could be wrong, but I think they view those like the Legend of Zelda all the way up to about now Breath of the Wild. That's one thing. Like that's one era of Link, and the handheld stuff are handheld stuff. You know what I mean?
Link to the Past was on Super Nintendo though.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, I think about Link's Awakening.
No, yeah. Link to the Past.
I was thinking about Link's Awakening. Yeah, actually, no. I think maybe because they just wanted to focus on in their mind, the big four.
Yeah.
At that time.
I was gonna say a lot of people don't like Adventure of Link, so I think it would have made more sense to put Link to the Past on there.
No, I think I agree, but I think maybe also because it's like, let's have nostalgia for some people and the newest ones at that time that people are still holding on to. Well, not at the time.
A refresher run before Wind Waker came out.
Basically, which I actually liked Wind Waker when it first came out. Like, I don't get why the GameCube got so much shit when it came out. Like, people hated Luigi's Mansion and people hated Wind Waker.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's not a type of hate where it's like, oh, it's gonna be dumb and we'll get over it like after a while. No, when the GameCube was a thing, if you mentioned that you had those two games or you like those two games, you were just hated.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but no, like, so I think they solid games, honestly.
Oh yeah, GameCube's my favorite system.
Because like I love how those are the two games they'd always be like, those games are shit. It's like you're really gonna defend the Star Fox Adventure or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
Assault or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, Star Fox
that
Adventure.
was bad.
Okay, next for me, I guess I'll do the one GameCube game that I got. I ended up picking up a copy of Odama. I mainly got it just because it's one of the first party titles on the GameCube I didn't have yet. So it was only $10, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, you're lucky you found that because those people were like wanting arms and legs or some of their shit.
Yeah, well, they kept trying to get me to, because they had $10 for the game, but with the microphone was $20. I already have the GameCube microphone because I got it with Mario Party 7 when I was a kid.
Right, you pick up that shit when you get Mario Party.
And they're just like, "Are you sure you don't need the microphone? You have one?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm positive. I have one at home. I have it with my Mario Party game." They're just like, "Oh, are you sure you don't?" Like, they kept bringing up the question because they wanted to get that $20 out of me. I'm like, "No, I just want the game. That's all I want."
Honestly, even if I didn't have a microphone, I would still say no because I'm like, I want $10.
Right? Yeah, I want it for $10. I could probably find a microphone cheaper.
Right, like do the exchange still.
Yeah.